Welcome back to Lockdown Golf. Today is day number 16 and it is all about the toe touch test. Yesterday we did the single leg balance assessment and now we move on to a toe touch test. The toe touch test is really looking at your ability to be able to flex through your hips, and primarily your hamstrings are what we're looking at here. So to do the test, we stand with our feet together and we try and keep our knees absolutely locked back straight and try to touch our toes, or even better, the floor. Now, if you find you can only get yourself halfway and you feel like you're quite tight through your hamstrings, then you would fail this test. We need to be able to get to our toes without bending our knees. Okay? Now, if you do find that you're restricted, we also want to know whether that restriction is in one leg or the other. So then what we do is we do the single leg toe touch. So drop one leg back, keep that front leg straight, and again try and touch your toes. So from side on, drop one leg back, keep your weight on the front leg, front knee straight, and then try and touch your toes. Okay. So if you manage to touch your toes, you can move on to the next assessment tomorrow. But if you are struggling, which a lot of you will, I'm going to show you just a simple little stretch to try and help get that hamstring length up a bit more. If you go back to the pelvic mobility and stretching video earlier in the series, there was also a stretch that I showed you for your hamstrings where you were lying on your back, hooking your arms around the back of your leg and straightening out your leg as far as you can until you feel a stretch through here. That stretch still applies, okay, but I'm going to show you another one. And this one is a wee bit of a yoga type stretch. We're going to stand, we're going to then allowed to bend our knees to start with. We're going to place just our fingers underneath our toes, and then from here we're going to just try and straighten out our knees, okay, just on and off. Push up. When I'm up there, I feel a really big stretch in my hamstrings. So what we do here is just go to the point where you feel stretch, not pain, and hold it for a couple of seconds and then come back off again. Now make sure you don't get any back pain with this as well, because we are getting a bit of stretch into our back also. And I do this for 30 to 60 seconds, just on and off. Alright, and if you manage to do that a couple or three times a day over a few weeks, definitely your hamstrings will start to get longer. Now if we repeated that test, now significantly easier for me to get down into that position. Okay, so that's the toe touch test. You need to be able to touch your toes. That's why it's called the toe touch test. If not, there's a couple of stretches to help with that hamstring length. Okay, look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll move on to the next examination or assessment in the TPI screen. Cheers.